to YLWTST 2017 News Update. Updated news to keep you updated. I'm Updated Kanisha Rollins.
And I am Newt Crenshaw.
No, you're not Mitch.
And I am not Mitch.
Today we are coming to you live from Renaissance Hotel, a Young Life camp.
That we are.
And today we have a live story coming to you from Justo Gonzalez regarding his long story with a short title entitled Scripture, Tradition, Experience, and Imagination, a Redefinition.
But before we get too far, I think I need to take my coat off. This beautiful puppy is more than just a puppy. It's a sweet, precious child.
Outside of children, we have plenty of live updates coming to you today. Our whole team is
Our whole team is out in the field waiting to bring you updated news to keep you updated.
We're going to start off with scripture in which Jenny from the block is going to help us learn more about scripture today. Not Mother Teresa, not Mitch. Okay. We talked about
Kicking
this.
it over.
Thanks, you two. I'm here with Keith, who is the camp speaker for our brand new Young Life camp here in Florida. We're right here in the club room where Keith gets to share the gospel with at least one kid a week. Because as we all know, it's about every kid, even the one.
Even the one.
So Keith, how's it going this week?
Oh, it's so great. Yeah, we're doing really good. You know, I'm actually from Alaska, so I saw the sun for the first time in like 4 months. It's awesome. It's gonna be super great. I'm very excited about it.
Well, it's great to have you here. So we were wondering if we could get a little, we could hear a little information about your talk progression at your camp.
My talk progression?
Yes.
This one is great. You know, I've actually even got my notes right here. So let's read these. It's so great. We're talking all about scripture and liberation. It's great. So there's a whole bunch of different theories, but the main point is this. If scripture, when you read it, it doesn't liberate you, just forget about it. Okay? That's the main point. When you read scripture, it's meant for liberation.
That's awesome.
Kids will come to Jesus.
Well, I can't wait to hear a little bit more about what you're saying.
Yeah.
Can you break it down for us?
Absolutely. So, well, I'm not much of a dancer, but I'll break this down anyway, just in terms of content. You don't want to see me dance. So there's 5 ideas, 5 theories. We're going to go through each one, each night. It's going to be great. So the first one's called this, canon within a canon. Jesus is the filter by which you read the scripture. Jesus was 2 places. He was part of 2 cultures, but not a part of either one. That's the deal. Canon within a canon. The second theory is called canon within a canon from the outside.
Tell me more about that.
Well, it's simple. I'm telling you, it's simple. When you read scripture, the only authority things in the scripture are those by which you feel free.
That's lovely.
Simple. The third theory is called the Bible as a straightforward liberation. Even better. This one's really simple. The Bible is a history of oppressed people, and that is who God sides with. The entire scripture is a history of liberation. The fourth one, the fourth night, is called the Bible as non-innocent liberation. It is basically this. The real hero in the Bible is just history itself.
Wow. Well, that sounds like a lot. What are you going to bring them home with on that last club talk?
Man, I cannot wait to do this and have the say-so. It's going to be fantastic. So this one, the last one, is called the strategy of intercultural criticism. The concept here is that we should read the scripture and then talk with other people from different cultures and compare what we find. It's going to be amazing.
Wow. Well, you heard it here first, folks. 5 different theories on scripture and liberation. I cannot wait to see how kids' lives are changed this week. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Janae, for going out into the field to report on scripture. We're so thankful that you can go out there and cover the hard stuff for us.
And now, from G-Reg and Azil at the snack bar. Hey, we're here live. This is Greg Camacho, and we're here with young athlete Eliza Matthews. Eliza, you look unhappy. How you feeling right now, Eliza?
I'm pretty upset, Greg.
Really?
Really.
Yeah, what are you upset about?
We were just at a leader meeting, and the camp director told us we were no longer going to keep our tradition of the 20 minutes.
No. They're getting rid of the 20 minutes?
It's tradition. And he wanted to do something else. And I'm pretty upset about it, because how are my girls going to meet Jesus if they don't see a shooting star?
Eliza, that's unbelievable. Like, that man needs to just accept tradition of Young Life Camp and not try to just enforce himself on Young Life. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't even know what else to say. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, G-Reg and Azil, for your live news update from the snack bar. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Do you hear that? Oh, okay. Are you going to report that?
No, I will absolutely not say that on live.
You can do this.
I can't do it.
Yes, you can.
I can't.
You can do this.
Okay, I can do this. Look at this photograph. It sounds like it's a picture of new. That's not it. But it is Nickelback, and they do have an update on Experience from the Bus Loop. Let's kick it over to them, see what they've got.
Nicole here. We are at Young Life's newest camp, the Renaissance Hotel Young Life Camp in Florida. And I'm down here at the Welcome Center where all the buses are coming and the work crew is here. And so I'm going to jump on over and invite work crew boss Brian over to interview.
Hey, Nicole.
Hey Brian, how you doing?
Oh man, I'm doing great.
You look a little sweaty.
Yeah, it's really sweaty out here. I mean, it's 140 degrees outside, and with the humidity, it's like 3,000. So
That's a lot. That sounds really hot. I don't know why I'm wearing this sweater.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a little odd.
You're very odd. So tell me, how it's been being a work crew boss?
Oh, it's been amazing. It's been just awesome to work with these kids and to see all the buses come up is pretty sweet so far.
How many buses have you had today?
Well, there's been like 12, 20, like 43 buses that have been coming in. So.
That sounds like a really full camp.
Yeah, I can't believe we have that many here, but I'm excited to have them. And actually, there was one bus that came in with only one kid. He was really excited to be here. He didn't even have a leader.
No leader.
So,
okay, no leader.
And then right behind that, we had just a full packed, crazy amount of people in this one bus, and they got off, and they were all really excited to be there too.
Wow, that's crazy. One kid, no leader. You know, it's funny, Brian. It makes me think of maybe a class you took in training, maybe a class called Systematic Theology. I think there's something there in that. Can you speak to that for me?
Yeah, I guess since you mentioned it, just when we talk about an article I read by Gonzalez, he talked about a bunch of different things, and in particular experience, that kid reminds me of just someone who had Jesus in his heart. So he was super excited to be there, glad that Jesus was in his heart. But the bus that had tons and tons of people, their experience, it was more communal. Jesus was in our heart. That really spoke to the Latino culture because they were more of the our community rather than just the one. I gotta.
You gotta go. Yeah, you gotta go. There's probably like 5 buses waiting at season 1. All right. Hey, I'm gonna jump back to not Mitch up at the main desk, but I will say that sounds like a very interesting experience.
Thank you, Nickelback, for that news update. Updated news to keep you updated.
We're going to head over to the pool with Courtney at the Water Olympics. But first, we're going to have a brief word from one of our sponsors.
I'm Nick Crenshaw, and I approve of this message.
has some faith cause he's found. Liberation's all that we've got. Heroes to wear a crown. They're falling just like us. The real heroes of the Bible were really people just like us. Didn't fit biblically. Assimilation rather than embracing. But it's gotta look just like me. But it's gotta look just like me. Sociocentric organic societies will sing about you, but everybody, don't you believe? Don't you believe? Exclusion made confusion. Now we're losing every day. Get us some happy. Think we gotta get us some happy. I think there's something you should know. I think it's time I told you so. There's something deep inside of me. There's someone else I've got to be. Not just my head, also my heart. Imagination plays a part. I hope you understand. Sometimes the man does not make the man. All we have to do expose these lies and find the truth somehow. All we have to see is that we need a liberating theology. Yeah, yeah. Freedom, I won't let you down. Freedom, I won't give you up. Freedom, have some faith. You gotta give what you take. Freedom, I won't let you down. Freedom, give you up. Freedom, have some faith. You gotta get what you take.